Hi everybody, today we will talk about the Tails operating system, which is very privacy focused and anonymity operating system usually preferred by journalists, activists and hacktivists, or just by ordinary people who values digital security and wants to use the online services in an anonymous way, and they are concerned about their like they want to protect their identity. That's it. So one thing to say is very easy: install the operating system, Tails operating system, and configure it. You choose. There are some requirements I will tell you, which is first internet connection. You should have internet connection, and also you should have just a USB stick with at least 8 gigabyte, which is also like I can recommend it by the official sources. 8 gigabyte is enough, like for the Tails OS to operate efficiently. Mine is 16 gigabyte and it's very enough. And also you need the Tails operating system ISO image file, which will be downloading from their official website for free. And also you need a USB mounting tool, which is we will be using Rufus. Rufus is a Windows USB flashing tool for free. You can use it to make your USB sticks live bootable USBs. Also, let's clarify what does live USB means. Like, what does it? So, live USB is just a USB, bootable USB, which runs the operating system directly from the USB stick. So once you unplug the USB stick, there's nothing left on the hardware or on the laptop. It's all happening inside your USB stick. So let's first try to download the Tails operating system iOS image file from their official website, which is when you just write Tails OS, first comes their official website. You go there and just download their official, from here. You just install the official Tails image file. Depends on your environment. For me, it's Windows. So sorry. So you just I just downloaded the Windows. It's around here. Yeah, that's it. The version number will be can be changed for you, can be different for you as it improves itself and update regularly. So once you download the Tails image file, you just need to download the Rufus, which is USB booting flashing tool, which is free to use. And you just write Rufus, and then that's it. First website, and then you download the after consenting, of course, and you download your Rufus exe. Depends on your It's only Rufus is only for Windows environment. Keep this in mind. So I just download the standard type, which is enough, very enough, and you download the Rufus exe, and then after that, all the things you downloaded for needed for the Tails OS to install, and then you just open them and plug your USB stick, which is at least minimum 8 gigabyte, and plug it. I'm just plugging in right now. That's it. And after plugging, check this device. The Rufus recognize your USB stick, which is mine. I named it as Tails, and it's 16 gigabyte. As I said, at least 8 gigabyte should be enough for you. And so from here, boot selection part, you just select your iOS email, which we just downloaded from Tails official website, which is this image.image extension, and you just select your file from there. I don't do it right now because I already downloaded Tails OS to my USB stick. I just do this for demonstration. So yeah, the rest of this will be automatically selected, I think, because I didn't select them manually. And yes, for UEFI, a new version of the BIOS is like GPT, and if you have legacy BIOS, it will be other partition scheme will be selected automatically. Okay, once you selected all these, you just hit the start button here, and it will start to download mount the image file to your USB stick into your USB stick. And once you see that that's ready, installation completed, you can that means you can safely eject your USB stick unplug your USB stick, and that's it. You just installed a whole operating system, which is very privacy and very anonymous to use, usually preferred by people who prefer keep their identity anonymous on online for safety purposes. So that's it. Once you see ready and it completed fully the installation, you just eject your USB stick and let's start to have to really run the operating system. So once you finish this process installing Tailsource into your USB stick, you just restart your laptop. Yeah, you just restart your laptop, and while restarting, without once you see the Microsoft logo comes out, you just press F12. Okay, this can be different for other laptop brands, but for me it's F12. You just constantly press the F12 and it will open the boot menu for your laptop. And from boot menu, again, there you stop and plug your USB stick to your laptop. So in boot menu, your USB stick appears as it just appeared here. So from boot menu, you just choose your USB stick, which is now a bootable USB stick, and just click there and just it boots from your USB stick, which will be booting the Tails operating system. That's easy, So sorry for coughing. So one thing to add, once you run USB stick, everything runs in your USB stick. Like once you unplug USB stick, everything will be wiped. Like once your settings, preferences, or anything. So Tails operating system offers a option which you can enable or by default is disabled, but if you want you can enable it. That's called persistent storage option, I think. And if you enable it, it will store your data like preferences, files, or something like settings in your USB stick, which I personally don't prefer because like once USB stick is captured by the enemy, they can check in a way like okay, it will be stored encrypted. Okay, I know that, but again, it becomes fully anonymous. I don't know. I personally don't enable it and I don't like it. But if you enable it, you can save your main settings, so once every time when you run it, you wouldn't have to reconfigure everything from scratch. Okay, that's an option. It depends on your preferences. If you want, you can enable it, persistent storage option, but I didn't enable it. So just keep this in mind that if you didn't enable it, everything will be wiped once you unplug the USB stick. Everything, your settings, your preferences that you configured once you first time you downloaded and run the Tails operating system. So that's good to know. Depends on your preferences. Just make sure you use the Tor network and online sources in a clever way, and don't get into trouble. Don't get yourself into trouble. Use it clever, responsibly, and make sure you just keep yourself updated with latest news about operating systems, Tails, or especially about Tails if you use it. Yeah, that's it. So for this is just for this video. Thank you for your time for watching this video, and maybe in next videos I will be making a video about kubectl. That's another anonymity and very privacy and very security based operating system, which is very secure. And yeah, it's comparable to Tails and kubectl. That's the topic of another video. See you guys. I hope you enjoyed and benefited from this video. You can also install this Tails for free. Everything is for free, and enjoy it. Different taste of operating systems. Okay, see you later.